Hello, ladies and gentlemen, CaptainShack here, and welcome to a first look at Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. Now, I played through a number of the missions so far to get a handle on this. This is the beta version, by the way. The dev sent me a key to give to go, and I've really been enjoying it. Like, it is surprisingly good. Now, it doesn't take place in the newer series, right? It doesn't take place during the sci-fi original series. It takes place in the original war. So when you see the Battlestar Galactica in the remake show, it's kind of beat to hell, and that's because it was built for this war. So that's what we're gonna load into. We're gonna load into my campaign, load game, mission 5, and I'll show you guys what it's all about. It is a turn-based title. When I first saw this, I was thinking it was gonna be more like Homeworld, real-time strategy. It's turn-based, and it's really good, the way they handle it. I'm really enjoying it. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into a mission. So we've got my battle group here. I'm actually going to, we'll jump the whole battle group in. Now, didn't I make a new ship? So we gotta build ship. Yeah, you play on, let me go back. So you play on this map, you'll have different Cylon fleets pop up. You have story missions to do.
A civilian freighter has sent out a distress signal after a failed atmospheric entry attempt. Go see what's wrong.
And you get rewarded for doing these missions, and they give you different types of rewards. So this is gonna give me Tilium. Tilium is used to make jumps. So if I go back here and I say, actually, let me go back to build ship. I wanna see where my I got 3 turns left. Can I rush you? We're gonna rush you. All right, cool. We just rushed one of our first battleship. So we're gonna go back here. Let's click on the mission, dismiss. We need to actually move. So let's jump you here. Confirm jump. Oh, we blew the money, so we can't. We gotta wait a couple of turns. That's all right. Let's go ahead and turn until we build up the, I guess the engines cool down or warm up. And we got another mission here.
Turns out Kane and Sinan have a little side project going on with the Scorpia shipyards. Mark II variants of the Viper fighter. The Admiral is after a good news story after what happened at Caprica Terminal. Something to boost confidence in Colonial Fleet and keep the funding rolling in.
Nice.
Don't implicate me in Lucinda's spending spree. She still has 7 colonies waiting for their Jupiters.
Anyway, the Scorpia shipyards could use some relief. As a primary manufacturer for many of the colony militaries, they're under constant harassment from Cylon forces.
Cool. That's the one we're gonna
Kane
do.
wants Daedalus at Scorpia to double the workshop capacity for the first batch of Mark II Vipers.
Now, we've got
I'll
our
have the
newest
FTL
ship.
drive spun
Can I
up,
zoom
ready
in
for
on
your
this?
jump command.
I can move around the map. So we've got our newest ship. I just rushed it. That's what you saw me go over to the build ship menu. You get to actually order your ships. You'll get blueprints. Like what we're about to do is going to unlock the Viper Mark IIs. And the different ships actually have different weapon setups. And you'll see what I mean once we get into the mission. You've also got officers that you can recruit and assign to different fleets. They'll unlock through experience, different abilities, like having a larger fleet cap, which is one of them that I went ahead and took. You've also got your space station that you have to defend, right? So this right here, that station that you see in the middle, that's the Daedalus, has to be defended. If you lose it, I'm pretty sure you lose the campaign. So we're gonna go ahead though, and we're going to put this frigate, the Oceanus, into the battle group, confirm. I still have 1,000 points free, nice. And we're gonna go ahead and move space station and all to the mission. So jump here. It looks like we can afford it. It's gonna cost us 70 because the fleet's still spooling up. I could in my turn. Yeah, we'll just confirm it. We'll go ahead and get in there. Now we're gonna get some blueprints for this. We go into the blueprint menu. Everything's locked, right? Different squadrons. I think this is what we're about to unlock. Whoa, torpedoes. What? All right, let's go back.
Turns out Kane and Sinan
Dismiss,
have a little side
in turn,
project going on with the
it'll
Scorpia
tell us that we've got a mission to do.
Mark II
There's our
variants
mission,
of the Viper
proceed.
fighter.
Let's do this. So the combat plays out turn-based, and if you've ever played some of like the X-Wing tabletop, it feels like a little bit like that, right? The turns happen at the same time. Let's go ahead and assign how our fleet. So there's the space station that we're gonna go ahead and bring in. I've been thinking about separating this from the fleet, but I don't have anything to defend it. So I've decided I won't do that just yet. Here's our actual battle group. We're gonna move our frigates around into some type of useful formation. Let's grab our larger capital ship, put you in the middle, put another frigate in the front to actually bring you up a little bit. And there's our contacts. We have Dreda's contacts dead ahead. Let's go ahead and hit done and give this a go.
Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1. Multiple Tratus contacts, Commander. Scorpion Intel has already confirmed hostile bogies.
I knew they were under pressure out here, but this is the worst I've seen the Scorpion shipyards. Incredible they can get anything done under these conditions.
Do they have a defense force? Or are we just on our own right now? So we'll zoom into the fleet and take a look at it. So we've got unidentified targets out there. We've got unidentified contacts. Now, once we get to sensor range, we'll be able to see what they are. Obviously, they're Cylons. They're probably going to be a threat. At least I assume they are. It says unidentified, but every time I've had an unidentified contact, it has been a Cylon. So what do we have for our side? So it is our turn. Well, like I said, the turns go on at the same time. We'll grab up our...
On it, Commander.
There we go. We'll move our Adamants. Our Adamants are our largest ships that I have access to right now. Now, they're broadside kind of battle cruiser ships. They have, if we go under the right-click menu, 1 squadron of Viper Mark 1s. We've also got guided missiles and then the turret systems. If I click turret systems, you can actually see the radius at which they can fire. Now, the total opposite of these guys, I guess, would be our corvettes that we've got. Our corvettes, like this fella right here, the Manticore, if I right-click him, you can see his turrets only shoot forward and backwards, and only really the front one seems to do any legitimate damage. The back one is a very light kind of auto turret. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into the command mode. So we're gonna go ahead and give these guys orders. Now you're noticing that there's this holographic representation of the ship. That's where it's going to be once we end the turn. That's the maneuver that's going to make. Once I click it, I can give an order on where to go and then what orientation to be once you get there. And it'll make its move. And I've got a lot of fun options here, like I can turn on thrusters, which will limit how hard I can turn port to starboard, but I can really push out there and head right toward the enemy. What we're probably gonna wanna do is not rush out toward the enemy. I say we let them come to, there's no guarantee they're actually gonna come to us. So let's just move up cautiously.
So say we all.
So say we all. We'll move our Corvette. I have a really weird formation here. We'll move this Corvette forward. We'll use him as kind of a scout and see what they've got. Everybody else I'm actually pretty happy with. So we'll go ahead and just end this turn so you can see how they move. And the turn, once you end your turn, actually moves in real time, including the combat. And you see how well your turn played out. And since you don't know what the enemy's gonna do, you have to kind of make your best guess. And since every ship has armor based on its quadrants, left, right, rear, top, bottom, you have to kind of plan for where you want to do the most damage. Now, we still don't have sensor data. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you out. Actually, I'm going to boost you forward. You can ram enemy ships. I think you can even ram your own. I'm actually going to bring you closer in. And I'm gonna raise your elevation. Because if you notice, the front weapon on this Corvette is actually mounted underneath. So I think it has a limited fire arc when shooting straight up if they get too close. So I want them up a little bit higher. Everything else I'm looking pretty good. Now I do have other options once we get into combat. If I right click one of these larger ships, of course we can launch Vipers. Let's go ahead and do that since we're in a combat zone. There's no reason, I don't believe, not to launch Vipers now. But I can right-click this, and we can go to posture, and I can change its posture from very defensive. It'll work on keeping the ship from taking too much damage, or offensive. It'll increase our range, the damage that we'll do. We'll keep it neutral right now and see what we want to do. We're gonna have to think about coming about and getting these cannons facing the right direction, because right now we're not gonna be able to do anything. Now it looks like our unidentified, they're launching Vipers. If I can get a shot at it. The models actually look pretty great. The Oceanus and the Nyx. Now, we have our first contact, Raider prototype squadrons. So, there's a squadron of them on the way. They're a little hard to see. I wish there was a better way to zoom in on them. I'd love to see the Vipers up close, but I don't really think that's gonna happen. Let's tell our 2 fighter squadrons that we just launched to go ahead and intercept those fighters as they come in. By right-clicking them, select target. There is your target. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
And engage. Actually, we'll only send one in. We'll leave the other one defending. So, and let's get ready to actually do some damage. So I'm gonna tell the Oceanus to go ahead and go hard to port to get those broadside cannons online and aiming the proper direction. We're gonna kill the boosters on, here we go, the Nyx. And same deal, come about kind of slow, you know, nice slow listing turn to the left to get those weapons online. Since we're turning so shallowly and not trying to go very far, I'm actually going to switch all fire to attack, because I have a feeling they're going to engage our Corvette, our Manticore. It's up front. Same with you. Let's go full on weapons power, and let's come about nice and slow. Weapons will be online. Sir. We can also order the ship to focus on certain contacts. I don't really want him putting a whole broadside into these fighters coming in. You, by the way, are gonna kill your booster, and you're gonna hard to starboard and come about. Now, yeah, go ahead and come about. They're gonna be in sensor range soon anyways. You gents, kind of come in at an angle, and let's get you up just a little bit higher. Because I want these forward weapons firing. If you right-click these, you can actually see, actually I'm gonna right-click the ship, not where it's gonna be going. Right-click the ship, go to turrets. You can actually see the difference in the turrets. We've got light turrets in the back. They don't do a whole lot of damage, 0.5 versus the 1. And it says they're medium accuracy, but it doesn't feel like they are hitting their targets very often compared to, even though this says low accuracy, the forward cannon, but we'll see. All right, you, larger ships, let's go ahead and focus your fire, not on those enemy fighters, but on the identified target that's about to come into contact. Now, I will feel very silly if this ends up being like a civilian ship or somebody coming out of the dry dock. I don't think so, though, since we've got Cylon Raiders coming out. All right, feeling pretty good. We're gonna let the Corvettes fire at whatever's in range of their guns, and let's do it in turn.
Hostile unit identified.
There we go. We've got a Talon in range. The broadsides are firing. And I don't think we've hit anything yet. Let's check it. Actually, we have. We've made contact with their armor. Now, what's your deal? Let's take a look. You have, looks like turrets on the sides and the top facing forward. So not as many in the way of like broadsiding, but you can focus in 3 different directions. There's no weapons in the back, is there? No, there doesn't seem to be any weapons in the back. Okay, what is this? Now they do have the ability, I don't know which ships they have, but they can hack us, which could be a problem. Oh, I've never actually seen one of these before. This could be a problem, and it's already launched missiles at us. Now we can go ahead and do the same thing to them. We can send in our missiles and counteract that, or not really counteract it, but at least just give them some damage. Let's keep moving up slowly.
Understood.
And you guys kinda come to starboard a little bit and keep those weapons firing. And why don't we keep you below the ship behind? I want you guys to have an open firing arc, so right about there.
So say we all.
Is that below it? Yeah, that's below it. So we'll have both cannons firing. They won't block each other. How are you doing? You're coming about? You are coming about hard to starboard. I'm gonna have you whip around in the next turn and actually start engaging. We'll see which way they turn. So you, let's focus your fire, not on those fighters, but on the incoming, it looks like kind of like a transport. And in the turn, let's see how we do. We've got 3 ships focusing fire, and we've blown through his front hull. Beautiful. And tearing through his inner hull now. Or blown through his armor and tearing into his inner hull. We do have incoming missiles. Holy shit.
Commander, I'm seeing hostile contacts not engaged in the fighting. They appear to be scouting the Scorpio Fleet's wreckages.
They'll be scavenging for ammunition. Destroy the wreckages before the Cylons can turn our own slugs against us, Commander.
Commander, a word?
What?
I don't often have the luxury of investigating field damage. A few moments of footage before you destroy those hulls could provide invaluable data.
All right, now I have not played this mission before, so I did not expect that to happen. And you do get these like random objectives in the story missions. They want us to go in here and actually scout this out and either blow them up or claim them. Well, that means it's time to change the objective. Oh no, those missiles, I believe, are going right for our Viper Squadron. I'm not sure. They could just be going after our Manticore Corvette. Once he comes about, we're going to engage the thrusters and GTFO and get over there. At the same time, we are moving away from the objective. That kind of sucks. My fleet is really in the wrong position. So why don't we continue to turn slightly to starboard. We want to make sure we keep these weapons in range. Let me check my turret range. Yeah, we want to make sure we keep them in range. So, you're in a good spot. I want you to fire at... You know what? Let's change targets. Focus fire. Not on the incoming fighters that are coming in. Yeah. Go ahead and focus on the larger ships. You, already focusing on it. Good. You're already set. Yep. And you... I want you doing the same thing. Keep firing at the same target. I want that destroyed. Why don't we send our Vipers? We do have 2 squadrons of Vipers. I'm going to go ahead and give you orders to engage the second group of Raiders that are coming in. So, select target. That's not good. That's actually a fairly large battle group back here that's moving into position. And they want us to blow up those wrecks. And we are totally going the wrong way. If we're going to have any chance of getting over there, we've got to start turning around now. And you, go ahead and come about completely. We're coming about and we're going straight over there. We're going to have to engage these guys. We've got to keep them from getting that wreckage. If we have to blow it up, so be it. We'll get their missiles in range and we'll blow up the wreckage if we have to. The Corvettes, unlike the larger ships, actually, you guys may have missiles. Okay, they do have guided missiles, but the Corvettes also have guided missiles. So if we can get them in range, we can knock out those targets. All right. Feeling pretty good about this. You need to come about a little bit more. Still want to keep those weapons in range, so don't turn too hard. And let's go ahead and end the turn, see how we do.
Manticore is taking damage.
We are starting to chew through its right armor, and he is coming about. So we're going to start chewing through hull next. One step closer in destroying that ship. Now the Manticore, how are you doing? You're fine. Your front armor's a little damaged, but it's nothing too bad. We're actually going to probably surprise them by coming about really, really hard. I'm hoping that he's going to keep turning to starboard, just like he is. He's already listing that way. And we'll still have an angle on him with these 2 larger ships. Yeah, feeling pretty good about that position. Not really, actually. Let's... Hard to starboard. And we may have to start thinking about, you know what we're going to do. Manticore, you're starting to take damage. I need you in position. I need you over there. Now, I can focus fire with you. Can I focus fire on the wreckage yet? Do they even come up as targets? And have me go through everything, aren't you? Yes, you are. Doesn't look like it. We need to get in there. Can we boost it? We can. Manticore, in a good position. You, boost. Same deal. Like,
Yes,
just
sir.
rush over there. You're going to be outnumbered. I'll see what I can do. Maybe we can even send our Vipers over there to give you some cover. How are our Vipers doing? We've lost 1 Viper so far. The enemy has not lost any Raiders. That's a little sad. That's really sad. But, all right, here we go. Let's get to it. Ending turn. We're through his hull.
Manticore is taking damage.
Now, we're not able to fire because we have no forward-firing weapons. They are trying to hack one or both of our main ships. They're in range again. The guns are firing. And he looks like he's kind of retreating, so. Now, we're being hacked. Now, our firewall is kind of going down, so we're going to have to destroy the ship that's doing it. Now, what I'm thinking we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fire some guided missiles at the target. So there you are. It's one of their smaller ships. Its weakest armor is the bottom. Interesting. Now, we're not going to be able to get missiles to the bottom, but we might be able to get missiles to the side. It is turned around, though, so we won't have to worry about hitting its most armored plate. So let's go ahead and
Missiles
lock
on their
those
way.
missiles. It'll probably take a turn or 2 for them to even get within range. Yeah, I don't really want to deal with you just yet.
Understood.
Let's go ahead and move forward. You are almost dead, but I don't want to have to chew through that rear armor. So what we're going to do is we're going to cancel that target. And I'm just going to have you guys fire at whatever's in range. So go ahead and come about. You, keep pushing it forward. Focus fire is Cancel target. Now, how about you guys? You guys gonna make it? Vipers are engaging. The Vipers aren't even only are they engaging, they are ripping the Raiders apart. Beautiful. And we are going to get to the objective in about 2 turns. Not bad. Both Manticores are en route. So are their squadrons. Let's go ahead and end the turn. See what kind of damage we can do.
Manticore is taking damage.
They're still firing at that target. Missiles are away. There they go. Go, baby, go. How much damage did we end up doing? 12 to the rear back there. Our Manticore, we're still set into, straight up full-on damage mode. We're probably gonna want to. Now, what we can do, we're gonna even things out a bit. We're gonna go back to a more, which one has the most damage? Manticores are fine. You guys are kind of starting to take damage. We're gonna go to, you haven't taken any hits. You're fine. Oh, you're both trying to hack me now? Fools. Let's keep pushing forward. Where are your guns again? On the side and the top. I wonder if this is giving us a sizable advantage. What's the bottom armor? The bottom armor on this is only 41. It might not be a bad idea to start targeting it. Now, our hangar bay is currently down, and we could repair it. We have to bring the hangar down for repairs. That's not a big deal. We could start repairing it. That shouldn't affect our fire rate. Last time I had to repair a subsystem was the fire control system. Once I started repairing it, we stopped returning fire, which kind of sucked. We need to get a little bit more altitude, but not too much. We want to stay below this much larger ship, because if you notice, all his weapons are on the top. Doesn't look like he's got anything on the bottom. Oh, he's got one set of turrets, but compared to the top, yeah, I'd rather stay below it. Is there any chance of breaking one of these ships? He's about to come around, and his rear is exposed. Why don't we do this? We're gonna go ahead. I really want to kill this ship. We'll do a salvo of missiles as this comes around. I assume he's gonna try to chase us. Those missiles will be inbound on him, hopefully hit him right in the face. At the same time, we'll focus fire on a new target, and you're gonna be out of range, aren't you? I like this. I really like this strategy. Like how the strategy works in this. You're worried about ranges, you're worried about where your guns are, you're worried about where your abilities are, where you put your power into it, so you really have a lot to think about. He's actually well within range because of our extra attack. For now, he's moving away though. And I want to stop them from hacking us. I think it causes more damage to subsystems when they do that. So we're gonna focus fire. We've got 3 more unidentified targets closing in. I'm assuming those are enemy fighters. We're not gonna be able to fire at you. We're already shooting missiles at you. I'm gonna lock both ships. Oh, you've got left damage on the hull and front. We'll just see what you fire at in the turn. Fire at whatever's in range for you. Doing some decent damage to him as he's coming down to our level. Missiles are away. Oh, he didn't turn as hard as I thought he would. They ended up hitting his right-hand side. No, his left-hand side. Yeah, they hit his left-hand side. That sucks. He's almost down, though. 36 hull. Now, the problem we're going to run into is our ships are not going to be able to return fire. The angle's going to be wrong. This is going to put us in a nice position, though. If we come about... You need a boost. You need to get out of here. If we start coming about, we're going to have a shot at this target. Might be able to take out these nemesis, stop them from hacking us and constantly doing subsystem damage. How's our Manticore doing that's made it into the target location? You guys are here now. You don't have to be boosting anymore. Let's actually... Investigate the wreckage for 2 rounds, but we've got enemy fighters approaching. As much as I want my Vipers going after this guy, I need to pull you guys back and have you engage the enemy fighters that are coming in from where the wreckage is. Because we're going to lose one of our Manticores if we don't. Alright, select target. Let's get you going after the squadrons that are approaching. Engage the heavy squadrons. You, select target, engage heavy squadron. And go. Now, we get a bonus if we take these out. I just kind of want to destroy them. Can I focus fire them yet? No, I can't. I have to stay in here for 2 turns. That sucks, because we are going to lose a Manticore. My rear armor is down. I can't run from them. What we could do is hard come about.
Understood.
That'll get the main weapon in range. As for you guys, same deal. Hard come about. And choose your own target of priority. At the same time, we will launch some missiles. I guess we could launch a cluster of missiles at the heavy raiders. I've never fired missiles at a raider. So we'll see what that's like what that actually does for us. You might not be able to. You can't. You can only fire them at larger targets. Okay, well, that is what it is. I'll save them then until larger targets come within range. I expected them to actually move into position, but they seem to be pulling off. Not really what I was going for. All right, we're gonna go ahead and cancel our target and refocus. We're gonna focus on... His left side is starting to take some serious damage. But I really want to kill one of these guys. Like, his rear armor is just about down. It's time that we actually killed one of their targets. How about we cancel target? Refocus. See if you can kill that target. You focus your fire on the ship that's inbound. In turn, let's do some damage. His left side armor is about to fail, so that gives us a weakness to exploit later on. We did manage to kill one of the frigates that were in the back, the Nemesis. There's one more out there, still trying to hack us, but at least we've cut that hacking capability in half. All right. Are our missiles reloaded? They are reloaded, but he's got his starboard side to us, so his right armor is aiming at us right now, which is full up, and I'd rather not waste missiles on that armor. But it might not be a bad idea to send a salvo of missiles his way again. His front and his rear are messed up. I got a feeling he's gonna keep tracking us. Let's send a salvo his way. Fire in the good news. We are going to cancel your primary target, and we're going to switch targets to the Nemesis below him, and we're going to keep pushing forward to back them up. We don't need to be boosting. Actually, yeah. Why don't we continue to boost? Now, if we had a Battlestar with us, we could actually do that flak ability that the Battlestars get, where they lay down waves of fire and stop everything that's coming in, I think including missiles, which would be pretty awesome, but we don't actually get that. We're going to go ahead and... where's the enemy fighters? Could actually engage these guys. They don't have any ammo. I wonder if that's the case. I mean, at the moment, we need to take out the enemy fighters. Why don't we turn our booster off so we can maneuver a little bit easier and get within missile range and help them out. I mistook this for them not coming in to capture this. I don't know if fighters can capture it. We've got our Vipers inbound already. You guys should be targeting the heavies. You are, so they'll be here in a couple of turns. That means let's get our Corvettes into a position where they can do us some good, maybe even help us knock out this larger Cylon ship. All right, we've got our objectives in the turn. Let's see what kind of damage we do. There's the missiles coming out of the Nyx. They might be on target. He is coming about to starboard. We're gonna get some hits on the head.
Commander, I gave you an order.
Sir, the commander was following up on a request from Sinan for damage reports before...
Oh, by 2 turns.
Mr. Quaid is not in command of this fleet, Lieutenant. Destroy those wreckages now.
I guess that was me completing the mission and getting chewed out for it. So, all right, we've got incoming missiles that looks like they're gonna nail this ship right where we wanted it to, which is going to be on the front armor. That's perfect. Yeah, it has no front armor anymore. And that should do some decent damage. It probably won't kill him, but this is the perfect time for us to come about and give this Cylon fleet exactly what they deserve. So, come about. You are set. Come about. I can't really... oh, I'm boosting right now.
Understood.
Kill boosting, come about. We're gonna get all that broadside in range, and we're gonna wipe this guy off the map. He is gonna be done. So his front armor is already down. You guys, come about, not so hard. We wanna make sure we don't run into our own ships. We will kill ourselves. I ran into an enemy ship in one of the tutorial missions and blew up my own, one of my own manticores. The Lancer, you've actually got some serious damage. How are you doing? Your fire control system is still online, you're fine. We will blow up the objectives in a minute. All right, lady. Hell, we'll do it with the rear guns. How about that? We'll focus fire, and we'll take out, because you have to give the order. We'll take out the wreck. There you go. We're gonna take out an objective. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be out of range of everything, aren't you? Yeah. Why don't we send out some missiles from this guy? I wanna know what the range is anyway. So let's lock missiles on, not those poor saps. Not on the wreckage, as much as I want to blow that up for the objective. We're actually going to focus our fire on you. I got a feeling he's going to come hard to port, and we might get lucky and the missiles might hit him in a turn or two. So missiles are going to be away. Everybody else has got their targets? Good. Engage. There's the fire. That Nemesis is getting ripped apart. We didn't hit any other side so far. Oh, it might end up being on his starboard and start taking... Oh, come on, boys. You had it. I should have launched the missiles and finished him off. I thought this would be enough fire to get the job done. Like, this Talon back here is still alive, and he's taking all kinds of damage. All right, you here. Increase your elevation. As for you, leisurely turn to port.
Yes, Commander.
You're fine. You two are just gonna keep turning. You, slow it down. You're targeting at the Talon? I'm actually okay with that, but you need to come out farther and faster. See, this is what you have to worry about. I could give him orders to move forward, right? And go all the way out here and start trying to get in range of the Talon. The problem being, what if this Corvette tries to pull hard up and to port, or to starboard, and runs into him and kills my ship? That's what happened to me before. So we're actually gonna be a little cautious about this. We're gonna go a little bit farther out, but not too far. And see if we can get in range of this ship. I think we can get a little bit closer. Start doing some damage with the main cannon, because its main single cannon's right here. Feeling pretty good about that. Missiles are in range. It looks like they're gonna hit in the next 2 turns. Let's end. There goes the missiles.
Adamant is taking damage.
All right, he's turning away. We're not gonna finish the job, damn. The Adamant's left armor is starting, it has failed. We need to start maneuvering to get a better side of our armor in range. So, what we'll do is, we're gonna move this ship to cover for him. I don't know if this is actually gonna work, but we're gonna try it.
Yes, sir.
Can we use a ship to cover for another ship? So you turn and get a little bit of elevation. You've turned around. I don't want to waste any more rounds on you, so cancel your target, refocus on this target. See if you can destroy him. God, he's so far away. He's like, if you would have stayed within the fight, those are all gonna hit his right side. Let's see if we can chew up the rest of his support fleet, and then we'll take him out. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? We want to... I'm going to take you back. I don't feel like I need you in this fight, actually. You come back around and engage the objective. Focus fire. On the wreckage, take it down. Oh, you can't even shoot that wreckage because the angle you're going to be at. Because it can only shoot at a very slight angle. Like, look at that. That's where it can fire. So that's what we'll do. We'll pull you back. We won't have you go after the objective. We'll send the Manticore here to the fight on this guy's... Oh, we'll be on his right. Damn. All right, dead ahead then. Nice and slow. Focus fire. You're gonna focus your fire on... Oh my god, we're gonna go through every single one of these, aren't we? Should be able to just click them. That'd be nice. There you go. There's your target. Okay. Who are you focusing on? I'm okay with that. Now you're the one that needs to get better armor toward the enemy. So we are gonna turn hard. Ooh. We'll get the rear armor facing first. And then right side. I like that. Let's do it. All right, made some maneuvers. Come about, come about, come about. Nice kill. 2 kills down. Beautiful. No, the Manticore rammed him. So that's what I was worried about. The Manticore just rammed him. Ah, how did that happen? I did not see how that happened. I mean, must have went right at each other. Oh, that sucks. You need to get out of that. You need to come about, maybe lower, get a better angle on the target right ahead of you. Oops. So we just lost a ship. That sucks. Yeah, he must have come up. So what's cool is once this battle is over, we can go back and watch it in real time and see what exactly happened there. So.
Yes, Commander.
How's your left-hand armor? It should be fine, right? Oh, yeah, you're good. You're good. I'm gonna have you... I'm not gonna have you focus fire. You just fire away. There's only one target in range. You are gonna keep coming about and should be in range of multiple targets. What are you guys up to? You know what? I could be using our Vipers. We could have our Vipers actually go after the wreckage. Select target. Go after the wreckage. I could bring you to the fight, but I really don't think we need you. And you're already chasing after these guys. Well, we're gonna pull back. I'm worried that they may have some ammo, and they may end up doing some damage too. So you come on back.
Squadron target is confirmed.
Everybody else should be good, and nobody should be in... They could ram each other. I honestly don't know. They could pull up. It's in turn, see what happens. Please don't pull up. They do have ammo. You can see them firing way back there. Oh! Rock him. Nicely done, Oceanus. You knocked out his front armor. I feel like you can finish the job. Come about slowly. How's your right armor? Right armor's pretty decent. Same with you. You come about. That way you get your right-hand weapons firing. And it's probably time that we launched a few missiles. Give him the good news. Let's see if we can whittle down that front armor. You've taken a bit of damage yourself.
So say we all.
Fire your own guided missiles. We've been kind of saving them up. Your front armor's pretty shit right now. We're gonna try to fire into it. And then we're gonna go right over you and we're gonna try to engage their capital ship. In turn, let's do it. Both sides firing away. That's a good position. Missiles are away. We've just about taken out their left-hand armor? What? Oh, but our front armor is just absolutely wrecked. Let's keep pushing forward. We'll keep both cannons in range. Now, did you fire your missiles? You should have. Keep moving up. We're gonna sandwich this guy. Not hitting anything. The range is too great.
Manticore is taking damage.
What do we got? Manticore is taking damage. So these little guys cannot take a lot of hits. Now your armor in the rear is... Oh, it's actually really bad. Your front armor isn't too bad though. I hate to do this to you, but I'm gonna send you straight in. I'm also... 2 turns until you can fire. I'm also going to increase your defensive capability.
Brace for impact.
So prepare for impact. And since he's focusing on you, we're gonna send the posture of this particular ship to attack. What's the angle? Can we get some more shots off of this guy? Yes, we can. Come about. Your right-hand side has got your best armor. Good. That looks pretty good. Now, what about our fighters? Our fighters are still back here. Oh, we lost a group of fighters. They got too close. Select target. You're gonna go after the wreckage. We got 1 wreckage left to disable. Let's do it. All right, in turn. See what kind of damage we can do.
Manticore is taking damage.
Damn, the angle's wrong. He's unable to fire. That Manticore is starting to take a lot of hits. His hull is starting to buckle. If I don't do something quick, he is going to die. I can't turn around with this Manticore. There's no way. His left armor is shot to hell. So we definitely can't take a hard turn to starboard because his left armor will be exposed. If I take a hard left turn, he might get away with it, but his rear armor is shot too, so it wouldn't be long before he turns too far and then he starts getting shot in the butt. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do a boost, and we're gonna fly right past this guy and get into his blind spot in the rear, I hope. I hope he has no cannons in the rear. We're gonna fly right past him. Same time, you hadn't happened to reload those weapons yet. One more turn until you've got missiles, okay. Fair enough. You need to adjust. Actually, right there should be just fine. That way you'll have at least one firing solution on this guy. I'm down with that. How are our fighters doing? They are engaging the wreckage. All right, looks good. Here we go. Let's see if this Manticore makes it. Kick on those engines. Full burn. 14. Full burn, full burn, full burn. Man, you must be under his guns. He's not hitting shit.
Frack? Commander, all hostiles are disengaging. Admiral Kane isn't happy with us. But at least we stopped the Cylons from salvaging any more ammo from those Scorpion ships.
Oh,
Cinda's becoming rash in her decisions. That was valuable data we could have used. She forgets she must prove the stability of Colonial Fleet to the Quorum.
Well, if the Cylons keep running away, maybe you can finally finish building those Jupiters. And build us one while you're at it. You could do with the firepower. Right, Commander?
Oh, man. Let's go ahead and do the replay. I wanted to see if they were going to make it. So, all right, the battle begins. Our fleet comes out of that weird... That's not our fleet. That's their fleet. On that weird formation, and we start forming up. I can actually hide this, which is what we're going to do. Cylon fleet is directly ahead. We've launched our Vipers. I love that you can watch this in real time. The Oceanus is on the left-hand side. We've got the Nyx on the right-hand side. We started exchanging fire. We've got sensor data coming in from one of our cruisers. And we're starting to turn around. Now, right around here is where I think we got the objective over on the right-hand side. And that's when I said, okay, you've got to get out of here. We were trying to pour all of our rounds into this ship right here at the beginning, see if we can knock through his armor. And we do go through his front armor pretty quickly, I believe. Oh, those missiles reaching their target. There's our Vipers, though, jumping into the fight. It's about as close as I can zoom in on them. And we're starting to be hacked. So I had the two ships hard to starboard, get their main lines aimed at the targets so they can broadside them properly. I mean, look how cool that looks. Started firing missiles. Still no kills for either side. It looks like his weak points is on the bottom there. He's not doing a lot of damage, but then when he starts coming down, he starts getting in range of everything, so all of his cannons start firing. We managed to stay below them. Our troop corvettes have made it. The new enemy ships have shown up. They've jumped in, but we couldn't actually take out the objective yet, so I think this is when we started tearing up their fighters. Exchanging more fire. Oh, we were trying to hit him in the front because his armor was taken out in that initial salvo when we first came in. He was the initial target. But we ended up hitting what looks like the bottom of the ship. And this is when we started racking up kills. Beautiful broadside. Our two corvettes, our Manticores start coming in, so we've got extra firepower. I don't know why they ran this ship so far out. There's the missiles, though. Incoming! I mean, he's so out of range, he becomes a non-issue. Oh, here it is! That's what happened. He came up and turned hard starboard right when we were trying to maneuver around them, and we rammed. Oh, that sucks. So when you get closer to the ship, it becomes a very high-risk thing, especially if you're using the booster, and I think we were using the booster there. So we did end up losing a ship. That will be, I think, the first ship I've lost. No, that was the second, because the last time I rammed somebody, just kind of very similar to that. So Guys, this will be coming out soon over on Steam. I'll put a link in the description to the Steam page. This isn't a sponsored video or anything like that. They just gave me a key. I checked it out, and it ends up being probably the best Battlestar game I have played. It's so good. It's surprisingly enjoyable. Auto cam? I wonder how good the auto cam is. That's kind of like Empire War. Our fighters are engaging the wreckage and completing the objective. And there you go. So I could have just completed the objective and won it. I wonder if I would have gotten, proceed, any more like experience if I would have taken out those ships, if I would have fought it to the end. The following blueprints have been unlocked: the Ranger, the Artemis, and the Viper Mark II. Show me the blueprint screen. The Viper Mark II. New munitions, the Artemis. Battlestar. The Artemis class Battlestar is the most commonly deployed command ship by Colonial Fleet. Moderate speed, high armor rating, and aggressive turret battery placement make this Battlestar a dominant force in the battlefield. I wish they'd give us more information, like what weapon systems does it actually have? What are their angles? But overall, very cool. Of course, it takes experience or resources, requisition points to actually unlock this stuff. But all right, guys, if you want to see the entire campaign for this, let me know in the comments below. I am gonna play it anyways, and I'm wondering if I should do an LP for it. I will see you guys in the next video. Later, everybody.